Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. EA gave me a look at Squadrons. They sent me stuff. I got to see it before other people did yesterday, and I'm pretty excited. So I just have to say thank you. This is Doug. It's me. They asked me to join their Game Changers program. Hooray! So we have things and stuff today. Star Wars Squadrons is the name of our next title in a galaxy far, far away. Welcome to your first briefing, pilots. This is where you'll learn more details about the game on the road to launch. Whether you're eager to join the New Republic's vanguard or fight as a titan of war for the Galactic Empire, you'll get that chance when the game releases worldwide on October the 2nd, 2020. So yeah, I got a little bit of preview stuff. We've got a gameplay overview, we've got a couple of videos to watch, we've got some gameplay screenshots. I haven't watched it, I saved it to watch with you guys. You all tell me that you really love to see my reactions to things, so I figured we'd watch it together. I hope there's epic music.
Second Death Star is gone, but the Imperial fleet is still a threat. Vanguard Squadron, let's make history.
This is it, Titan Squadron. Everything we've done has led to this. Finish those Vanguard scum!
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Earn your wings in a single-player story spanning 2 factions.
All stations! Fire on that ship!
And master multiplayer battles as a squadron of 5. With the option to play the entire game in VR. This is the definitive Star Wars pilot experience.
Come on, come on!
You'll begin your career in a single-player story.
Welcome to Titan Squadron.
Where you'll play as 2 combat pilots, flying for both the Empire and the New Republic.
Both? Huh?
You'll experience this world through your cockpit. The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback about power management, targeting, and shields. With a squadron of diverse characters at your side, prove your skills on increasingly challenging missions.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyards.
One of my spies has linked the attacks with the New Republic Starhawk project.
The story of the 2 pilots you play
Stick together.
will shape the balance of power in the galaxy.
Get ready!
Let him have it.
To take the fight online, you'll need flight time with all 8 ships. Fighters are the most flexible and versatile, able to handle any situation. Interceptors are fast and highly maneuverable.
Let's get him.
Ideal for hunting down your opponent's starfighters.
That was kind of fun!
Support ships can keep allies safe and stocked up, as well as disrupting enemy fighters.
Light him up! Nice!
Bombers are the heavy hitters, able to deal devastating damage to enemy flagships and starfighters.
But if you've got a preferred component and need something customized, I'll take care of it.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game. From cosmetics to an arsenal of over 50 components that alter how your ships fly, fight, and survive.
They're on you!
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your squadron's strategy.
Finally got him.
This will be critical in Star Wars Squadron's multiplayer modes. First up, dogfights. This is an all-out 5v5 battle.
Vanguard 5, that was the best!
Fine-tune your loadouts to work as a team.
Moving in on the enemy.
Utilize components like tractor beams, turrets, and mines to slow down your opponents or set up your squad mates for the kill.
Rebels unmarked!
For teams looking for an even greater challenge, it's time to prove yourself in Star Wars Squadron's signature mode, Fleet Battles. Fleet battles are multi-stage conflicts. Whether playing solo or with friends, you'll have the option to compete against other players or AI as a squadron of 5.
Don't worry, I got him for you.
Meet your team in the social hub to solidify strategy, coordinate loadouts, and prepare for takeoff. First, push the front line by winning the dogfight in the center of the map. Next, attack or defend 2 medium-sized capital ships.
We've lost our capital ships.
And finally, the ultimate goal. Target and destroy the subsystems of your opponent's massive flagship and take it down.
Shields are disabled.
At each phase, your squadron either pushes the line forward or falls back to defend.
Keep our flagships safe.
It's your squadron's choice of how to play.
I'm hit!
Speedy, unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
Stealth and subversion.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
Or brutal bombardment.
That ship is vulnerable. Take your shot.
We need to hurry.
A unified squadron is the key to victory.
Making my attack run now. Let's make this count.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
So, I have so many things that I want to say, and I don't know where to start. I want to look at the Ewok bobblehead. Did you see it? Did you see the Ewok bobblehead? I don't mean to alarm you, but that appears to be an Ewok bobblehead. This is another one of those examples where it's like, yay, dogfights, battles. Look at all of these ships. Kolo, did you see the Ewok bobblehead? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go back through the trailer and I'll stop it in bits and we'll take it piece by piece. All right. Do you know what I really hope? This is my biggest hope. I really hope that that the story mode is a story mode and not a tutorial. I really, really hope that there's some like rich story in there that we get to experience and understand, as opposed to it being like, you have to just do this bit in order to be able to do the other bit, if that makes sense. All right, okay, let's go bit by bit. Okay, let's go bit by bit. Let's go. Okay, single player story. Here we go. The single player story of Star Wars Squadrons will help you hone your skills while taking you through a tale that shows you both sides of the war. As the Empire faces infighting and desertion after Endor, the New Republic has a classified plan to stop the mighty Imperial fleet. From mission to mission, players will switch between their custom pilots on either side, a freedom fighter for the New Republic and a hardened warrior in the Imperial Navy. Both sides are fighting for what they believe in, and both will do whatever it takes to win. Here's the situation. The single player story, because of course I'm excited to pew pew, but we all know that something that's super integral to me is to be able to experience like a super rich story. And I hope that that's something that would be a standalone thing. So I hope that for the people who are more interested in the story than they are in the pew-pews, that they will have something to go in and play that's quite substantial, as opposed to here's a thing. It's like a small bit of story and then it's sort of like a tutorial into everything. But I love that it's set. I love that you have to play both sides. Okay, let's carry on. Can we talk about the cockpits? Do you think it's going to be actually fluid? Like a fluid transition into the, because how nice would it be to be doing stuff on foot and have a really fluid transition where you can get in and the cockpit can close instead of just being like, this is on foot and this is in the ship. Look at this. Okay. So this has got to be throttle, right? Shields, throttle, maintenance, pips, I'm guessing. This is, I guess, weapon arming. And this is the target with the shield health. That's got to be what that all is, right? That's got to be throttle, right? It's got a dial. The 6 circles might be the ship mods. Oh, these? Yeah, that's a good point, actually. This to me looks like some kind of service light. I don't know what the 4 and 8 would be, which is why I'm guessing that that's some kind of ammunition, and there's like we've got 8 of those and 4 of those, like 4 recharges or whatever.
The instrumentation in front of you provides critical feedback
Okay,
about
here we
power
go.
management.
Ship status indicator. That's got to be like HP. I was thinking that might be shields or something though. So how did that combat display? So that's the target component sensors. That one's obvious. Speed throttle indicator. And pips, interestingly, only 2. Interesting. Ship status indicator is your ship. Not all ships have shields though. Just some have hull integrity. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, we have so much to learn. Power management, engines and weapons, most likely. Well, if it doesn't have a shield, that would make sense. There's so much information, guys. My head is overflowing. And I did what we always do with trailers, and I didn't look. I read this document, but I didn't watch the trailer because I knew that you guys would want to see my reaction. This is far more elite-like than anything else. There's 3 pips. There's a clear shield indicator. These icons, I'm guessing, are abilities of some description. There's a radar. I'm guessing this is throttle. A clear target box. Like this to me is very familiar. This feels familiar. Not only that, Colin friends, but each ship has a slightly different layout on the instruments. Some may work better for some pilots and not others. Not sort of eye movement, not a standard one size fits all for sure. And I like that. I like the variety. I'm also really interested to know what the accessibility options are like, in terms of key bindings, in terms of text size, in terms of visibility. If you don't know this, my chosen charity is Special Effect, and they help make gaming accessible to everybody. So I'm very curious to see how this translates to, for example, colorblindness. Accessibility features are required in all EA games. We can always do better, but we'll definitely have a lot of options, including what you mentioned. Sweet, thank you so much. You see what Kolo is talking about, the view from the, yeah, it's terrible. Let me show you. That's the view. So it's considerably reduced. I feel like it makes me feel really hemmed in, especially if I'm going to play it in VR. It just makes me feel like I'm shut in. Like the lack of peripheral vision throws me a lot. I would much prefer to have a far smaller amount of firepower, but be able to see things coming. Right now, this is a piece of me. Yeah, this is far more like it. I can't imagine limiting myself to that tiny little TIE fighter view. I'd be interested to know what the flight model is like, if it is like true spaceship flight, or if it is more like flying an airplane, because I very much like the extra customization, but I like that it's an option. I would be very surprised if it did. It certainly wouldn't be the equivalent of flight assist off as standard. That's definitely not going to be the case. I would bet my hat on it. I'm not wearing one, but I would bet one. If a Star Wars game uses Newtonian physics, the fans will riot. Something between airplane and spaceship. Okay, all right, okay. If there's the option between a flight assist off-esque model or a kind of standard airplane model, I would much prefer it to be the standard aeroplane, because I think it would make the game very inaccessible to a lot of people. Because I know from the games that I played, if I had to do that first off, I would have put the controls down and left, because it's just too hard to do before you know anything else out there. If you cut the throttle, you'll stop in place, you won't keep moving. Okay, all right, so it's the equivalent of flight assist on then. However, you can do a sort of drift if you're really good. Excuse me, let me just add that to my to-do list. All right, let's carry on. Components.
Unlock everything you need to customize your pilot and starfighters simply by playing the game.
Did you hear that? Simply by playing the game. You'll have everything you need to customize your pilots simply by playing the game. Does that mean that it's not like loot-based? Does that mean that it's not add-on extra purchases? Pilots will also get to customize themselves and their ships across fleets on both sides, both aesthetically and functionally. Neither of these will be purchasable with real-world money. Everything in-game is either earned or unlocked via gameplay. Shut the fridge door. Well then, that sounds good, doesn't it, guys? Is there anything that needs real-world money other than the game? To be 100% clear, there are no ways to spend money in this game other than buying it. Thank you so much for being so clear about it. It's really amazing to just be able to ask questions and you're like, hey, here's the answer. This is amazing. I think that's going to clear a lot of people's worries up. Right, here's the question. Many of you will know that this is a bugbear of mine with Elite Dangerous. Please, can I be ginger? and are the hairstyles limited? This is such a cosmetic complaint, right? But please, can I be ginger? And are the hairstyles only limited to short hair because of like airlock helmets and stuff like that? Can we talk about the Ewok bobblehead? This is the first thing. If you weren't here after we watched the trailer, the first time we watched the trailer, I was like, can we talk about the fact that there's an Ewok bobblehead right now? This will be in my ship. And the Millennium Falcon. I'm curious as to what else goes on there. Should we carry on? I love the clouds. It is a beautiful game.
Cosmetics. To an arsenal of over 50 components that alter...
All right. Here we go. Components. So I have a thing on components here that we can talk about as well. Okay, so ship component slots. Primary weapons, auxiliary ×2, countermeasures, hull, shields, engines. Each component offers unique effects to your ship, though most have a trade-off. For example, one type of shielding system will provide more protection against blaster fire, but less against missiles, or vice versa. There are many more examples beyond that too. To add to this, you can make your squadron look how you want as well. Your 2 pilots, Imperial and Republic, and 8 starfighters, 4 per side, will all have various cosmetic options that you can earn and unlock while playing. There are plenty of different ways to stand out. Okay, so laser cannon, rotary cannon, burst cannon, rapid fire cannon, burst cannon, auto aim. Oh, so there is an auto aim cannon. Guided rotary cannon, guided quad cannon, iron cannon, concussion missile, turret mine, seeker mine, quick lock missile. Okay, so this is a rocket. This is a seeker warheads. Oh my. And this is a proton torpedo by the looks of it. So primary weapon, 2 auxiliary, a countermeasure, hull, shields, engines. So I'm guessing that this one separate is going to be the primary. Am I being really stupid here? Is this the primary? And then these are the 2 auxiliary. The primary weapon doesn't have a component slot on the dashboard. The red bumps to the left of them is the primary weapons charge, though it's hard to see how lit up it is now. Okay, I get it. So you don't have to charge... So you have to charge your primary weapon, but you don't have to charge your auxiliaries or countermeasures. Is that then... Okay, so that would make sense. So then these 2 would then be, without knowing what they are, it would make sense if those were auxiliary because they're grouped together. And then this one is countermeasure. That would make sense from there. The primary overheats through prolonged use by the looks of things. As in this bit would be overheating. That would make sense. The horizontal red lines is the primary weapons charge overheat. That makes so much sense. Oh my God, this is so good. Okay. So what's this? Does this change? Do these 2 panels change? The green one is a targeting computer for the target you're actively logged onto. Oh, okay. Do we know what this one is yet? I believe the other one is a microwave for tea. I don't want to hear it.
Don't worry.
Oh, whoa. Okay, so did you see that? Did you see that little left panel?
Don't worry, I got him for you.
You can see the targeting computer now. This kind of like very articulate flying. This.
Unrelenting assaults.
Stay together, strike quickly.
This is what excites me.
I'll deal with it.
You can dramatically change your loadout depending on your
That's a nice turn.
Finally got him.
I just want to fly. That's literally it. I just want to fly. My big main concern is what it feels like in a ship. What it feels like to fly, how the weight is distributed, and whether that is different for each ship, how that is different for each ship. Yeah, I'm not asking for a really complicated flight model because I think it wouldn't suit most players at all, But what I'm saying is that the way that works and the way that my brain works has made me significantly invested in what a ship feels like and how that translates into this game. And when it translates, what can I take with it? Like, what's going to benefit me the most? What style of play is going to give me the most advantage? Because I want to win. I want to win. So give me things that you're excited about. Give me your favorite ship. And give me something that we don't know, that's something that we haven't seen that you'd like. Presented by Game Changers. They sent me all this stuff. They asked if I'd like to be involved, and it's bloody lovely of them to ask. Thank you. Charlemagne, if you're still here, thank you so much for reaching out. It's been great to do this. I'm excited. And maybe we'll talk about it more in the future. That'd be pretty snazzy, wouldn't it?